Yeah, I wanted to adjust my shit down before I talk, you know what I'm saying? Usually I talk on top of my head or going through all this shit and trying to adjust my shit down, keep the time going, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like, I don't know how to sit. I never saw like this in public before, you know what I'm saying? I've been there, I'm an intersex. That's a modern word for the word hermaphrodite. If you're a male and a female, you know what I'm saying? I try to all the thick boobs. I follow all the two thick boobs, you know what I'm saying? One here and one here, so silicone and shit. But they all floppy. I said, what a shit. It's not even firm and shit. I guess because that's the cheapest one I did order, you know what I'm saying? But practice makes perfect. Sooner or later I'm gonna have get a hose on the back one, right, right. And so my agenda to Liberia, you have motherfuckers asking me, what the fuck are you gonna do as a president? Well, I'm not gonna sit there and tell you in a minute what the fuck I'm gonna do as a president in Liberia. I think holding the phone like this is much more easier for me to talk than having it on a stand and not holding it in my hand. Because when I have it in my hand, it's like I have control over what I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Especially how I'm sitting. You know what I'm saying? And my stomach getting huge, right? I weigh I weighed about 74 kilos when I came here. Now I put on 10 pounds and shit. I mean 10 kilos and shit. I went on 83 kilo. And that's too bad, especially my stomach. It ain't good for my stomach, right, right, right. Man, it's difficult to talk just on top of my head like that. Cause one of the shit that I want to do in Liberia is break down as a president of Liberia, break down these houses that are on the streets, the main streets in Liberia, like the Sinkor and the Sinkor area. You know, the main road that is, main road from interior going all the way to Broad Street, you know what I'm saying? A lot of rolling down houses. I'm gonna break down the houses and tell maybe and have them compensate the owners to go somewhere else and build a house and shit. And I will clear the area and build affordable houses around the area because it makes the face or the feature of the road so bad and the country so bad, you know what I'm saying? In the ghetto area, right, right, right. And then what build government buildings and shit, affordable government buildings and shit and make it nice and shit. And and first off, I think my first time in the office, the first year in the office, I'm gonna claim Monrovia City because Monrovia is fucking garbage with garbage around, right? Yeah. Called a cleaner environment, a cleaner workplace is a safer place to work. So I made sure I clean Monrovia, Liberia, and in the surroundings, and have a disposable beds and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause basically is what Africa is. You know what I'm saying? So you have motherfuckers in Kenya having all the garbage that fucking burning on the street, and consequently it affect your lungs. You know what I'm saying? Cause those are carbon monoxide motherfuckers, like the smoke from the car exhaust and shit. So you be inhaling that shit for years and shit. You know what I'm saying? And exactly why Africans have shorter longevity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The average lifespan of an African is about maybe 56 years old or less. If it lives more than that, then as an African, you are lucky, goddamn. Of course, of what all that goddamn pollution and the dust and shit, sitting down and living on an impaired fucking environment, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So I'm gonna make change, I'm gonna, change all that shit in Liberia. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Goddamn. One at a time, yeah, clean goddamn Monrovia and have disposable, and have them disposed somewhere else so that you know what I'm saying, and build some of the roads and shit, different ways and shit. I got a job to do as a president of Liberia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because in so doing, I'm gonna attract foreign investors from the Western world. Cause I've lived in the Western world for that long now. You know what I'm saying? The Europeans are clean, Americans are clean, the environments are clean. So they do not expect to come to Africa and make business and invest in our country when the country is like that. So I make sure that Monrovia, Liberia is clean, goddamn it, according to the Western standard, and then I can begin to do my work, you know what I'm saying, as a president of Liberia, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Now what? Install electricity, light poles, whatever, some windmills. The outskirts of the city called windmills is the cheaper ways to, to do to produce the electric, you know what I'm saying? Much cheaper. One of my I think one of them married, her name was Lena, right? Her brother-in-law, her sister husband is an electronic engineer, you know what I'm saying? He works with a company that produce windmills, you know what I'm saying? So as a president, I'm gonna encourage Anna to come out there and work for the company as a contractor, you know what I'm saying, and help us to install windmills at the outskirts of Monrovia and into the sea likewise, right? So the game is on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, I talk shit like this, but when I get there, it will be easier for me to implement my job as a president. I don't wait, last minute of time to do my shit, right. So what it is, I got a job to do, you know what I'm saying? The first 6 years, I make sure the face of Monrovia, Liberia, I'm saying Monrovia, Liberia, because Monrovia it's not Liberia. Liberia is a country, you know what I'm saying? We have about maybe 5.5 million inhabitants in the country, you know what I'm saying? So most of the population is concentrated fucking goddamn Monrovia. So I make sure Monrovia is clean, because this is where you're gonna have foreign investors coming and to invest, into our country, you know what I'm saying? When they do that, you know what I'm saying, I will boost our economy with foreign currencies, you know what I'm saying? We have the euros and the pounds and the dollars and the yens and the Danish kroner, you know what I'm saying? And all of that shit, right. Who else? Man, in the future, I'm gonna be writing shit down. Cause I can't be talking on top of my head like this. I'm running out of words and shit. I'm running out of ideas and shit, right? Let me pause the video. This is just a practice for me and begin to recall, with another topic and shit as a president of Liberia.